Welcome. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight at our special health and wealth talk that we're doing tonight. Um, when I first looked at this 33 years ago, I really didn't believe in supplements at all. Some of you might know my story, but I was working as a police officer downtown Toronto. And my name is Nada St. Germain, if I forgot to say that. And, I was tired. I was under a lot of stress with my job, dealing with shift work. My mom wasn't well. She really struggled with a lot of pain, aches and pains, and later diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And she was taking supplements that did not work at all. And she was trying a bunch of different natural things and had no results. And then a neighbor and a dear friend shared the Neolife difference with me. And I was curious to try the products. And I said to my mom, I said, Mom, let's just try and see what happens. And but I decided that I'd have somebody come to my home and just share and explain the products to us. And that's when I knew that there was a difference. I got really excited to try the products, and I'm so grateful we did. 33 years later, my mom's in her 70s, pain-free. And I have to say, I feel younger in my late 50s than I did when I was in my 20s and 30s. So I'm so excited to share this information with you and just really help you understand the Neolife difference and how good nutrition and good quality supplements can truly have an impact on your life. So here we go. So who are we? So we are a worldwide nutrition company operating in over 50 countries, in business since 1958. We're celebrating 65 years in San Antonio in July. And it's really, really neat. Like when you look at a company that's been around for that long, you know that they've done something right. Because a lot of companies, they don't last that long. And that was important for me because when I was looking at this eventually as an income opportunity, I wanted to make sure that this company was going to be around a long, long time. And their mission is to really together to end the trend of poor wellness, chronic disease, and also help people generate great part-time incomes that could lead to full-time. So really to help people that are struggling financially, or they're in a position where maybe there's a fear of not knowing, right, if there's going to be a job, because a lot of people are in that position. So, but let's focus a little bit about the 5 key product distinctions, because this is what drew me to the company. Why are these products going to be different than what my mom has been taking for a few years? So first of all, superior products that are based in nature and backed by science. They are created by doctors and scientists. Okay, they're not just made in a lab or synthetically made. And this was really important when I was looking at this as well. So we have a nutritional line, and in this picture, you can see our salmon oil, our protein shake, our multivitamin pack called Pro Vitality. We have an incredible organic skincare that's made from the ocean in France, in Brittany, France. And it's based on thalassotherapy, 90-day money-back guarantee to have younger, softer looking skin, okay? And then we're one of the first companies to go green in 1958. And that's when green wasn't really cool. I didn't even really know what green was 33 years ago. It got popular many years later. And again, one of the first companies to go green 65 years ago. So these are the scientists that are part of our incredible team. They work together into developing the products. World-renowned scientists and nutrition experts. They're active, they're published, and they're very well respected. When you look at their backgrounds, they all specialize in different areas, in whether it be medical science, whether it be nutrition, sports nutrition, biochemistry. But Dr. Arthur First was the founding member of our scientific advisory board, and he put together these brilliant minds. And he was one of the top toxicologists in the world. Okay. And when I met Dr. First, I was so grateful to have met him after a few months of being on the Neolife products. He was a senior member for 25 years. He has a PhD in chemistry from Stanford, Doctor of Science from the University of San Francisco, diplomat of the Academy of Toxicological Sciences, a distinction held by fewer than 100 scientists around the world. The World Health Organization considered him the #1 toxicologist in the world, member of 15 scientific societies and fellow of 5, and authored over 250 publications in cancer research, psychopharmacology, and toxicology. I met this man, and his heart was in the right place. His heart was in prevention and helping people fill the nutritional gaps as to what was missing in their diet. He got away from drug research, even though he founded the Stanford Cancer Chemotherapy Laboratory. He is credited with being the founder of chemotherapy. There's a whole website dedicated to him. Definitely a must read. But again, he knew that there was a big gap in our diet and got away from chemotherapy research and dedicated the rest of his life to prevention. He is the science behind the highest quality products you will ever find. Superior, whole food, cellular nutrition, based on cellular nutrition. This is so important. They work at the cellular level, and that's why people get results and they notice the difference. From the farm to the table, non-GMO, full traceability. What does that mean to you? I didn't understand this at first, but the more I got involved, I realized there's so many products out there. They're not bioavailable because they're not made the way God intended it to be in our food. Neolife follows Mother Nature's blueprint. When they plant that tomato seed and that tomato is grown, the nutrients are extracted and the products are made, they can trace when that seed was planted and when that tomato was harvested. Very, very important. So full traceability and non-GMO. Neolife has preserved the original seed stock since 1958. So based on whole food, and this is why the products work. Clinically proven. What does that mean? Well, very important, because a lot of companies can publish their findings and say that they had this research and publish this, but Neolife has third-party publications to prove that the products work. And one of them is our carotenoid complex. This is a favorite for me because it really helped me with my allergies, and I had a really, really weak immune system. This really helped to strengthen my immune system. And a study that was published by the USDA, they proved that this product will help to boost your immune system 37% in just 20 days. And it's made from carrots and tomatoes and peppers and spinach and apricots and peaches. So again, all made from whole food, but very important, clinically proven. The salmon oil, one of my favorites. This product here, I know, helped save my son's life, Jack. He's 25 years old. He had a brain injury, and the brain surgeon at the hospital had him on an omega-3. But when I shared this clinical study that was proven to reduce inflammation 68% in just 8 weeks, he approved the products for my son to take. This is one of my favorites because it also helped my mom with her joint pain, helped me with my knees. We have so many testimonials on people struggling with headaches and migraines, clinically proven to reduce inflammation. And our omega-3 fish oil is tested for 200 contaminants with an allowance of 0. So no mercury, no lead, no toxins. And then Tran. This is kind of cool because this is how the company started back in 1958. This is what founded the company 65 years ago. Tran was proven to help to improve nutrient utilization. So help your cells work better by absorbing nutrients by 50% more. And this was a study that was done by Texas A&M University. And what is it? These are the oils from grain that are no longer in our food. Very important. We are now 3rd and 4th generation kids not having these good fats in our diet because they're milled and processed out of our grains. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But again, clinically proven. This is what really helps with hormones and energy and PMS and all that fun stuff. Then our protein shake was clinically proven to deliver results for weight loss, for body fat reduction, to reduce your body mass index. Good for your heart, helping to balance the good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. But what's really important, it's safe for kids, safe for babies. My kids grew up on it. Tastes fantastic. It's a complete protein. It helps to balance and regulate blood sugar. Fantastic for diabetics because it gets your blood sugar in that glycemic control zone, which is really important. but tastes fantastic. The chocolate tastes like chocolate milk if you like chocolate. So as you can see, based in nature and backed by science, but also we have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. This is not mandatory in Canada. This is an option, okay? And this is why the company has high standards. They're heavily regulated, and we've never been in trouble in 65 years. This is really, really important. That pharmaceutical license just makes sure that our products are always regulated and tested on an ongoing basis. This is another reason why the products work. So when you look at our mission, Neolife, they really give everyone the power to live healthier and happier lives with absolute integrity. Their belief that people are number one, products that work, an equal opportunity for all, and a long range vision. This was important for myself because as I was getting more involved with the products and helping people and really having an impact in people's lives, I knew that I wanted to leave my police career and venture into this full time. And I wanted to make sure that this company was going to be around forever. So grateful for their mission. But let's look at that study. Remember I told you about the grain oils and TreaNN and how, these nutrients are milled from our grains? Well, a study came out of Lancet, and it was done in over 190 countries. And they found that it's what we aren't eating is actually killing us. And this was a global study, okay? So they used to grind the wheat, make the flour, and make the bread. And do you remember how long, or do you know how long those breads used to last? Maybe a day or two. The oils were still in the husk of the grain. And when those oils are exposed to air, they oxidize. So our breads don't last long. So we're left with this, we call it the great grain robbery, milling all these critical nutrients, the precious oils, all these essential oils are gone. And we're left with this kind of white flour, kind of starch, protein, gluten product. And so many people have sensitivities to gluten, to wheat. They can't digest these products efficiently. And it's because what man has actually done to wheat, okay? We are now third generation not having these good fats in our diet anymore. So that study that came out of Lancet, they said it's what we're not eating is killing us, the whole grains, fruit, nuts and seeds, omega-3, and vegetables. We're just not eating enough of these foods. So Neolife has a product to help to fill those nutritional gaps from those nutrients that we just talked about. Pro Vitality has those grain oils, TreaNN, has the carotenoids, the fruits and veggies, the omega-3 fish oil, and a multivitamin. It's a convenient pack to fill the nutritional gaps in our diet. Then when you start looking at our proven products, we also have an incredible weight loss system that also works and clinically proven. It's for 33 days. It includes a Shape Up pack, our weight loss pack. You have that Vitality pack and 4 bags of protein because you're replacing 2 meals. You also start with a 3-day detox. And so many people need to detox. This helps to get rid of the toxins. And let me tell you, day 2, you eliminate a lot. The weight loss that happens is absolutely incredible. You actually shrink. And you actually have a support system, daily text messages from doctors and scientists just to guide you along your weight loss journey. Again, clinically proven. We have so many stories and testimonials. This is Gabriella. I remember when we met Gabby, it was really, really sad. She had lost her husband. He passed away. He was a diabetic, and he left her with 3 little kids. And she had to move from British Columbia to be here with her family because she was left with nothing. And her mom and her sister said to her, you need to take care of yourself if you want to take care of your kids. So she got on the Neolife Proven 33 program. She lost her weight. She changed her life. But the main thing is she's kept the weight off. Many people start these weight loss systems and they don't maintain it. We have an incredible system to help you maintain your weight and to live that long, healthier life. Then we have Steve Gower that lost 50 pounds and 10% of his body fat. Chris, 46 pounds and 26 inches. Greg 50 pounds and 10% of his body fat. Look how amazing he looks. And John and Jan, husband and wife team, that won the year-long challenge in 2022. So incredible results. But when you speak to them, they really share with you that their life has changed because they're healthy now. They're having better quality time with their kids, and they're able to do more and even perform better at their job. John is a police officer, so we had a lot in common. And then there's our dear friend Shelly. So not everybody is looking to lose weight. Some people are just looking to improve their fitness, to get more active. And when I met Shelly, she was active, but she really struggled. She had wore braces on her knees because she had her knee scoped, and she tried so many products to help her joint pain. Nothing worked. And then she came to me asking questions, got on the Neolife products, and her life changed. She's able to cycle and run. And then she broke her leg a couple of years ago, and they were like shocked at how badly broken her leg was, and they didn't think she'd be able to be active again. She got back on more of the Neolife products, increased everything, and the recovery was exceptional. Even her physiotherapist said he'd never seen recovery like this, and she's incredible. She's now doing Neolife as a business full time. She was a teacher for the Hard of Hearing, and now she's impacting people's lives all over the world. So that's my dear friend Shelly. So if you're again just wanting to improve your fitness, that's something we can do as well. And then we have products for young children. I'm so grateful that I was able to have my babies on these products, even while I was pregnant, right? Since conception. And both my sons, I've never been on antibiotics. They're 23 and 25, and they're still enjoying the products. They actually value the products now more than ever. But we have a liquid for babies, a chewable Vita Squares that contains those grain oils, a VitaGuard, which is like your antioxidants, like your carotenoid for immunity, the protein shake. Kids love the Neolife shake. Chocolate usually is their favorite, but vanilla is pretty darn good because it tastes like vanilla ice cream, and they absolutely love it. And it's so good for their brain. It's great for blood sugar control. It keeps them calm because they don't get those highs and lows like some of these breakfast cereals give them. And it's just a great meal replacement. And then when you add the salmon oil, which is so important for brain function, especially preventing things like ADD and ADHD. So again, whole food products that are safe for babies and kids. So we talked about the 5 key product distinctions, and I'm just going to briefly go over some of the distinctions when it comes to income opportunity. First of all, the products have to work, right? That's the number one, and that's why that foundation is there. And when you're looking at a business, I was afraid to look at the business because I didn't really understand the direct selling industry, but now I understand it more than ever. In a traditional retail environment, you have a manufacturer, a retailer, and then the customer. And then there's a lot of online opportunities where it comes from an online store. But with a direct selling, it's going from the manufacturer to us, and that's going to our customer. So it really is a word of mouth, people to people business. And I really appreciated that because it's the stories and the personal experiences that people have on the products that's easy to share with other people. Because if the products didn't work, I would not have continued to share these products for 33 years. So they do impact people's lives. And you know what? We are a strong company. The infrastructure in over 50 countries around the world, it really unlocks a better way of life, especially when you're looking at an income opportunity, low risk, big upside. Where can you start a business for as little as $98 in Canada and $75 in the US? It just doesn't happen. But my favorite part is I'm my own boss. I don't have to work for somebody else. I get to work when I want to work. I pick who I want to work with, and I work the hours that I want to work. And that was important to me, especially after working long hours and shift work. I didn't want to have to be going into work at all hours of the night. So I'm so grateful that I was able to have that control and that time freedom. And the full support system that you have is absolutely beautiful. We work together as a team. We really become close, like a family, and we support each other every step of the way. And you can have a global business what does that mean? Well, again, I had no idea what that meant until I got involved and I started to meet people here that knew people in other countries. And then all of a sudden, my business was expanding in Africa and in Trinidad and the Philippines and in Australia and Alaska. And it just kind of happened by word of mouth. So you can build an international business and not even know people in those countries. It's people here that you know that might know people there. So you can build an international team, which is really, really a lot of fun. So it really is about you. I mean, most of you have joined us tonight that are looking at wellness, improving your health, having more energy, just having a better quality of life, which I think is really important. And those of you that are looking at improving your finances or having time freedom, just ask the person that invited you and we can dive into a little more deeper information in that area. And, the most dangerous risk of all is the risk of spending your life not doing what you want on the bet that you can buy yourself the freedom to do it later. And we have our dear friend, Joan Poon, joining us tonight, a retired registered nurse that would love her to share her journey with you. So Joan, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Nada. Thank you for inviting me to share my story. My name is Joan Poon. I was introduced to Neolife 28 years ago. At that time, I was working downtown Toronto as a registered nurse in a very stressful job. But my main concern at that time was my health. I had just finished treatments for breast cancer, and I was looking for something to boost my immune system and my energy level. And that's when I found Neolife, and I was really drawn to the science behind the products. So I started using the products, and within a few weeks, I felt a huge difference in my energy level. My immune system got stronger. I used to have seasonal allergies, and that disappeared after a few years. And I feel better today in my late 60s than I did in my 30s. So, with this newfound energy, I started sharing my story with my friends and family and people at work. And I noticed I was getting a check at the end of the month. And the more I shared, the bigger my check got. So I got excited about the possibility of taking early retirement and saying goodbye to all the stress at work. And I was able to do that, I think, 13 years ago. It keeps increasing. 13 years ago, I was able to do just that because my retirement, because my Neolife income was able to supplement my retirement income. And Neolife has given me a purpose and an amazing community to belong to after in retirement. And one of the things I'm really grateful for is that we can pass on our business to our children and our grandkids. And that's such a great legacy to leave behind. So I'm so grateful to call myself a 31 year breast cancer thriver. And I'm able to help other people now as well in terms of their health and if they need extra income. So Neolife is just an amazing community to be part of. So thank you for allowing me to share my story, Nada.
Thank you so much, Joan. Great having you on tonight. So as you can see, we provide solutions, to feel better, look better. If you're looking at increasing your immunity, having more energy, healthy weight loss, clean home without toxic chemicals around you, especially with your family, age-defying skin, better sleep. And if you're looking at living better, earning a little extra, spare time, in your spare time, part-time income or full-time, you decide when you want to work, how you want to work, who you want to work with, if you'd like to, looking at debt freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, or just being around like-minded people that develop this amazing community that are positive and really enjoy helping others and having an impact in people's lives. And the personal development just happens. So that's something that just comes along at the upside about getting involved in this incredible income opportunity. And where can you start a business? Again, for as little as $75 or $98. If you're just looking at using the products, it's free to join. As soon as you become a club member of Neolife, it unlocks a 10 to 20% savings on every order. No gimmicks, no requirements, just savings. And you can earn free products by sharing with other people and also get your shipping back. We call it loyalty dollars, just by being a consistent customer. And we can show you how that works. And again, the income As soon as you become a promoter, you automatically get 25% savings on your order and full access to compensation, where you start generating income. And you're in business for yourself, but again, not by yourself. And that's really important as well. And these are the different health solutions that most people like to start with. So it just depends on where you're at in your health journey. Our Vitality Pack is our multivitamin pack that we talked about that has those grain oils, the fish oil, the multivitamin, and the Tran. Remember that important grain oil concentrate. Then there's our breakfast solution where you add the shakes once a day, and that's for energy, mental clarity, blood sugar control. But if you're looking at shedding a few pounds, that weight loss pack called the Shape Up Pack is definitely the route that I would highly recommend, starting off with the detox, which is called our Proven 33. And that's our Shape Up Pack in Canada, and our weight loss pack in the US. So here we are. You know, if you're just looking at using the products, getting a discount, it's free to become a member and you get a discount. If you're looking at income, just ask us. And if you want to learn more, we host different events every week. So this event is hosted every Tuesday. And at 9 o'clock, our VP does a presentation just like this, but more in American style. And that's at 9 o'clock this evening. And every Thursday, we do a specific talk. And this Thursday, we're going to be, because it's environmental, right? April and May is our green month and environmental month. And we're going to be doing a presentation on our green products and how they work, why they work. And we're going to do some demos and just explain the power of our home care. And that's this Thursday. So every Thursday we do a different talk. And then in May, we're hosting an in-person event in Orangeville. So if you're local to this area, we'd love for you to come out and check us out and meet us in person. And it really will be such a fun event. So I will stop the recording, and this way I'll open up to any questions for some of the guests that are on this evening. So I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great night.